Have things been changing for you? Are you keeping up with all the changes that are happening? Between the astrological alignments, changes in season, and the new, heartfelt desires to rise up into a new aspect of your being, changes are afoot, and they are only good for you. When you're aware of what's going on, you can manage it better. It feels like a whole new world. Have things been changing for you and you can't specifically identify why? Are you feeling uplifted, freer, and happier for no reason? Milk this season and allow the joy to take you higher as well. This picture above is where I am working and writing now. I moved into this apartment last September, and so I am only experiencing spring and the joy of my balcony for the first time now. Wow, it's so great to have this extra space to come out and work and enjoy the day. It's really large as well, and I have all kinds of plans for container growing of vegetables, herbs, and flowers. It's going to be fun. There are birds singing, and the song echoes off the buildings in a pure, clean tone. It's a very complicated song, and one bird is calling out to another in the distance that always replies after a slight pause. I believe that birdsong is God's sound healing for us and stimulates higher thought. I am sure of it. I have always listened to music in the background when I am home, cooking, working, or quietly writing, which I do daily. But there is a heightened sensitivity for us all now, and I'm finding that along with the peaceful quiet surrounding my home, there is nature that provides an ever-uplifting soundtrack that I enjoy even more now. It's the birds, sometimes bees, and a soft breeze at times passing through the trees you see across the way here. I feel so lucky. But I know it's not luck. I am blessed, yes, but I also used the power of my mind to create this scenario for myself together with the power of the all that is. And it's just a confirmation of what I know to be what God's promises are for us, for everyone. When we devote ourselves to our spiritual paths, making time for dedication to meditation, reflection, and writing, clarity comes. Not only clarity, but peace, the forgiveness of all things that sometimes bother you, and a release from the past. It's a conscious decision to find that joy and elevation that exists within you, and soon you will begin to see it all around you as your reflection grows. Especially in this season of spring, it is now easier than ever to see the reflection of all the inner work we delved into during the earlier months of the year before spring arrived. Alongside springtime in the northern hemisphere, multiple planets have shifted into new signs, heralding change for humanity on a global scale. We will feel this in the interior first, and then begin to see the reflections in our outer world. Back in March, Pluto moved into Aquarius after a 15-year run through Capricorn. It will be there and stay until 2049. What this means for us is, quote, Aquarius is an air element. It allows us to be free and innovative in our thinking and connects us to the collective. Imagine having a bunch of radio stations all on at the same time in your mind. This is the life of an Aquarian, feeling the world in all ways and picking up on the collective mood. That connection, plus the energy of innovation, allows Aquarian energy to find creative solutions to our global problems. There is no limit to where the mind can go with Aquarian energy, and its idealism is infectious. End quote. That's from Cameron Allen, who is an astrologer writing for the Yoga Journal. This is such an excellent foreboding. And if you've had prayers for peace, prayers for wars to end, or for discord in the U.S. to relax, we can start seeing some of that to happen in the future as more and more of us become attuned to each other and seek for collective freedoms. The current sentiment of enough is enough is rising in everyone's mind, and top-down hierarchical structures and power will begin to dissolve in this period. But we're not done yet. Pluto comes back up into Capricorn for a bit of time this year, and sometimes things need to get worse before they get better. Another huge shift I'm feeling is Saturn moving into Pisces. I've always seen Pisces as the wisest of us all, having made the transit through all of the signs and gained the knowledge of each and turning it into wisdom. If you're a Pisces, you're sensitive, kind, and wise. But life can be confusing at times when you see the value and weaknesses of all those around you. I believe with Saturn here now, the influence of structure, discipline, and drilling things down into a material form will help those spiritual types that have been fluttering in the fog without focus, so that they can now turn their wisdom into available offerings for the world, to be consumed for all our greater good. I'm looking forward to seeing how all of this will unfold. What does this mean for you? You may be feeling the impulse to organize your knowledge and get it out there in a coherent, consumable form. Don't ignore this feeling. The universe needs you to follow this impulse, and it will be supporting you all the way in getting your wisdom organized and out into the world. Just realize that there are new generations now that are looking to find their way. Imagine all the spiritual individuals seeking answers to their own perplexing challenges, and remind yourself how you learned when you were much younger. Would you rob them of your wisdom and compassion without offering it up to them? We need to let go of our sense of not feeling good enough to do this kind of work. And I'm here to support you in fleshing out your ideas, coagulating them into a consumable form that is helpful to others, and guiding you on the systems necessary that would support your endeavor in a larger way. This doesn't have to create more work for you. If it's your passion and you're very knowledgeable about your subject, all of this will be a fulfilling joy. Your work does not have to be work. Wouldn't that feel so amazing? Have you been feeling bored or frustrated lately? This is why. A higher, more fulfilling calling is waiting for you to answer it. I know sharing my spiritual work is very fulfilling for me. And I'd hope that you, as a spiritual individual, can find your form of true fulfillment that feels the highest and the best for you. Another major astrological aspect that is pretty big right now is Jupiter moving into Taurus. It's going to be there for another year. Jupiter is the great expander. Wherever it goes, whatever it is near, in, or conjunct, it will influence in a big way. So this just isn't about people who are in the sign of Taurus, but for all of us, we are going to be feeling a number of different things. We are getting back to nature, seeing the gifts of nature, and many will be turning to plant medicines for the first time to solve any myriad of issues, from physical to mental health. And she will come through for them. You will be thinking about your home a great deal more, wanting to spruce it up, clean things out, get rid of the old, and upgrade everywhere you can. Perhaps move altogether. But making and having a nice home environment will be very important for you now. Luxury and fine things. Are you comfortable in your surroundings? Do you enjoy the finer things in life, be it dinners out, high-quality self-care products, or jewelry and clothing and the like? Whatever luxury appeals to you, you'll be drawn to having more and more of it. It's divine. There are many, many more shifts occurring, and all of these put together may influence you in other ways as well. 1. A sense of the loss of the attachment to time. You want to ditch your schedule and just go with the flow of your interior prompts. Trust them. They'll work out very well for you. 2. You won't feel the need to eat quite as much as you used to be sustained. Pay attention and reduce portions, even meals. I've been doing it and I haven't missed them at all. You'll see that you really don't need to consume as much as you used to. 3. A higher sensitivity and inner knowing about what will be happening before it happens. This can allow you to reduce unnecessary activities and extra trips and give you more time freedom. Don't we all want more of that? 4. An ability to come up with more ways to increase your income without working that much harder. I did that recently. Don't ask how just yet. Simply embrace this idea as a very real possibility right now and let the ideas flow to you. 5. A desire to eat cleaner and pay attention to more detoxing so that your body runs more smoothly. 6. Greater awareness about what you consume digitally so that you can make better choices to purify and uplift your mind, heart, and resulting attitude about life. All these new shifts and changes can be felt by so many now. And if you're not quite in that frame of mind yet, know that the distance to getting there is really not that far away. It's right there in your heart. Love more, yourself first, and see the world around you shift to reflect your new interior. Life is extraordinary. Coaching. Does getting your knowledge and wisdom put together in an organized manner sound interesting to you? How many courses have you consumed lately? How many times have you thought to yourself, I know that already? How often have you had thoughts in your mind of teachings you want to share? Write that stuff down. You'd be surprised how much more comes out when you sit down to write. Believe it or not, when I'm preparing these podcasts, I never know what I'm going to write before I get here, and then I have so much to say. Think of yourself as a wellspring from spirit, and ask yourself, can my knowledge and wisdom be useful to anyone out there? Psst, let me let you in on a little secret. Yes, it can. Spiritual or not, conventional or not, teaching others can be a way of life for us all. I am sure of it. Having a guide and someone to support you will make it all so much faster and easier. Clients I work with have often never had a coach before, and then they're hooked. I'm not telling you what to do so much as pulling out of you what you want to do and bringing you the courage to take the next steps forward, week after week after week. So let's look at that and get it done. Think of the lives you could impact. It all starts with you filling out a questionnaire first, and then we'll have a phone call to discuss. Much love and many blessings, Suzanne. P.S. If you're interested in a 6-month program, you can email me privately at the link in the description or read more about Life Elevation Breakthrough at the link in the description. See you.